what you need to do as far as preserving your records after you purchase a firearm. And I mean, there are some best practices that I will tell you will save you a ton of headaches. It's kind of like, you know, you hear these horror stories of folks who their house burns down or gets destroyed in a hurricane. You know, if they went in and took pictures of their personal belongings or took inventory, it would have made their life a whole heck of a lot easier on the back end. But those same kind of principles we see apply to firearms. So if you buy a new gun, you're going to want to record the make, model, and serial number, maybe even take a picture of that firearm, maybe make a copy of the sales receipt, store it in a secure document cloud, or store it someplace other than the firearm. You know, you don't want to keep your records in the same safe as the firearm itself. You know, if the house burns down or if the gun is stolen, maybe the documents are stolen as well. So keeping a record is really, really important. Now, a lot of folks will want to go back and say, you know, I didn't do that back when I bought the gun originally. A lot of FFLs will give you, you know, they'll remake receipts for you with the firearms, you know, serial number on it. So, and that comes up too. I have clients all the time. They have a gun stolen and the police recover it and the police want to give it back. You know, well, I'd say sometimes the police want to give it back, but they will still say, prove to me that you own this gun.
Oh yeah, and it is really surprising how many people we have talked to who don't record that information. It really is quite shocking, because the thing about it is that all firearms that are commercially produced for sale have to have a serial number. So every single firearm you have will be, you know, given a unique serial number, and that serial number is the key to ever recovering your firearm in the event that it is either lost or stolen.
Yeah, so we got a question from Cecil. Said, I sold my gun last year where I bought the gun. They didn't give me any kind of sale receipt or bill of sale. Should I insist on having a receipt or not? And so for you, I mean, in that scenario, you know, every situation is going to be different, but you're going to want some kind of documentation, whether that's just memorializing in an email, hey, just to document on this date, I purchased this firearm, make, model, serial number from you. But really, I mean, there is more liability on the seller's end than, you know, the purchaser in that particular situation. If you are selling a gun, you're going to want that documentation. You're going to want to show that break in the chain of custody, you know, just in case later down the line the firearm's stolen, used in a crime, or, you know, sold and resold and you don't know who it's going to end up with. So it's more liability on the seller, but, you know, it's always good to document those types of instances.